Awesome. I think we have enough to start. So welcome everyone. My name is Ismail, leading the marketing at the Hedera Hacks Africa Hackathon. Today is the second info session of the hackathon. We'll be here to tell you everything about eligibility, about the hackathon details, timelines, tracks, and more. We have with us the Hashgraph Association representative, Alex. We have Michael from Hashgraph Online. We have Lara from the Hashgraph Association PR team. Their blockchain was the operating partner of the hackathon, and we have Jafar from the Africa Regional Lead of the Hashgraph Association to tell us more. So before I give them the floor, I'll give you a quick overview of the hackathon. So the Hedera Africa Hackathon is a continent-wide innovation program co-organized by the Exponential Science Foundation and the Hashgraph Association and operated by Dar Blockchain. It is the largest tech event and hackathon happening in Africa with more than $1 million in prizes. So the hackathon is designed to mobilize Africa's growing tech talent and to invite developers, students, startups, innovators, and enterprise to build impactful applications using the state-of-the-art Hedera network technology. So we're aiming for this hackathon to onboard more than 10,000 participants across 20 African countries and more in 20 plus cities and online to drive real-world adoption of the Hedera technology. So as of now, the tracks and challenges that we have confirmed for the hackathon are on-chain finance and real-world assets, DLT for operations, gaming and NFTs, and AI. The AI track will be co-led by the Hashgraph Online, from which we have Michael today to tell us more about that. And now we're in the onboarding and preparation phase, so you can already register on the Dora Hacks link that will drop in the comments. So the pre-registration phase will be until the 31st of July. The hacking phase will be from the 1st of August until the end of September. And then we have the evaluation and awards to happen in October with prizes to be announced on the 3rd of November. So the hackathon is open to everyone, including developers, students, startups, and innovators all across the African continent and the world. And participants can join individually or on teams, but the submission has to be in teams with teams from 2 to 7 members. Just one quick note, the completion of the Hedera certification program that will also drop in the comment is required to submit the project. So you can register in the hackathon right now, but for you to submit your project as a team, everyone in the team needs to be certified. So the certification is offered for free, and we'll drop you the link in the comments. So without further ado, I will give the floor to Alex from the Hashgraph Association to tell us more about THA and its role within the hackathon.
Hey everyone, can you hear me? Just
Yes.
making sure the sound is good. Great. So I'm Alex. I lead marketing at the Hashgraph Association. And first of all, thank you everyone for being here. Maybe let me take a moment to introduce what we do, what the Hashgraph Association, or as we abbreviated THA, is all about, and why we're supporting the Hedera Africa Hackathon, how we're supporting it, and our relationship with Africa. So maybe to give you a little bit of an overview, our president, 𝐀𝐞𝐫𝐚 𝐂𝐞𝐫𝐚, he was one of the 5 founding members of the Hedera Governing Council. And from the start, he saw a gap, which was a need for an independent organization that could represent the voice of the community, support real-world adoption of Hedera technology globally, and also sort of act like a sovereign wealth fund for the ecosystem to build long-term value, not just short-term hype like we see a lot in Web3. And that's kind of how THA was born. We're a Swiss-based nonprofit focused on enabling innovation, creating sustainable impact, and also backing builders through funding, training, and deployment support. Maybe just a little bit about our mandate to help you understand better. Basically, we support, let's say, innovation from idea to market. So that means education, helping people learn how to build on Hedera, innovation and incubation, basically turning ideas into MVPs. Acceleration, which is offering engineering, business, and go-to-market support. Then finally, deployment, backing scalable enterprise-grade Web3 applications. So in order to do that, we work with entrepreneurs, startups, enterprises, universities, and governments, all to bring Hedera-powered solutions to life. So with that, maybe let me walk you a little bit through our work in Africa to give you a bit of a context, and then I'll proceed to talking more about our role in the hackathon. So Africa, I think it holds a very strategic and also emotional priority for us. It's obviously a very young continent, ambitious, and but with a very resourceful population, not just in adopting blockchain, but also reimagining how it can solve all kinds of problems. And the ones that we have been particularly looking into are things like remittances in Nigeria, decentralized Wi-Fi networks in rural areas, energy generation, mining in Zambia, and then things like election transparency efforts in places like Sierra Leone. But to do all that, we have understood that education is really key. Without it, we cannot empower the local builders. So to do that, we've trained over 8,000 African participants through our Hedera Academy programs, and over 2,000 to this day have earned full certifications. So to us, this isn't just numbers. We see it as the future of Web3 founders, engineers, and product leaders of Africa. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without local partners such as Adanian Labs, the Africa Blockchain Center, and our blockchain that we partnered with to localize education, deliver resources, and make sure that we're being present in a meaningful way. And that brings me to the Hedera Africa Hackathon, which is a direct extension of our mission. The Hashgraph Association is really proud to be the co-founder and co-funder of this initiative, of course, alongside Exponential Science Foundation and operated by DAR Blockchain. We've contributed 500,000 US dollars to the prize pool. I believe making this largest Web3 hackathon in Africa, with currently over 1 million US dollars in prizes, 10,000 plus participants, I think 20 plus physical hacking stations, and all kinds of activities from 15 plus countries. But of course, we don't want to just provide the money. We really see it as a long-term initiative. We want to build up on this and continue growing. So we've designed the hackathon in a way that enables us to provide certified training before it starts, also offer hands-on technical and business mentorship, align projects through real-world use cases, and of course, then support the top teams after the hackathon concludes through our grants and venture programs. So we basically see it as a long-term investment in Africa's Web3 future. With that, maybe let me conclude. I think that just as a disclaimer, I think Africa doesn't need to catch up. It's already at the forefront of blockchain adoption, but in order to, let's say, retain that momentum, builders need support, not just hype, not just funding, but a lot of education. And that's why we're here. So if you're curious, passionate, and ready to solve real problems, I believe that the hackathon is your platform. And the Hashgraph Association is here to walk that journey with you long after the final pitch. With that, I'm going to conclude. Thank you, and really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds.
Wonderful introduction, Alex. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate the role that THA plays in fostering more innovation and building on the young talents of the African continent. So with that, I'll pass the word to Jafar, who is the regional Africa regional lead at the Hashgraph Association, to tell us more about THA and DAR blockchain's role in the hackathon, and give us more news about sponsors and partners.
Yeah, thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Alex, for presenting the Hashgraph Association and the Hashgraph Association in building in Africa. So Africa is one of the leading, I say, continent in terms of blockchain adoption. It's because it's needed. It's needed, and we are really very proud to be able to lead this initiative and provide this opportunity for every team or every startup and organization that had the willingness to build on Web3. Today, we see that the regulation is moving, coming from US mainly. Europe definitely is one of the leading in terms of regulation. So Africa is the next. Like we see now, Morocco is leading also in Africa in terms of regulation. And I think in the next upcoming years, we will see more clarity in terms of regulation. So at the Hashgraph Association, we really saw this opportunity and we want to invest in the continent. So the hackathon, as Alex was explaining, we invested a lot in education on the continent, and we now building this huge initiative. I think it's the biggest tech event happening on the continent in terms of price pool, in terms of number of participants, and in terms of project that will be popping up after this hackathon. On the other hand, Dar blockchain, which is a Web3 hub based in Tunisia, which is in North Africa for those who doesn't know, and Dar blockchain have been working a lot with universities, with incubators, with startups, and different initiatives around Web3. And we are proud to be also like leading this initiative again in collaboration with the Hashgraph Association and Exponential Science Foundation. And we are very proud also that Exponential Science Foundation believe in Africa and is investing on the continent. But this is only like the backbones of this hackathon, like those who are really initiated the hackathon. Today, we are onboarding different partners and different sponsors that also believe in the continent and who also want to bring value to the continent. So this hackathon is only the beginning of a longer journey, as we want to provide the needed infrastructure so that we can build, or the startups or the teams that will be winning, grabbing parts of the prize pool, that they will be having like the needed support and flourish. The idea is that we will be like providing the needed investment, like it will be in form of a grant, it will be in terms of equity investments, maybe loans as well. It depends from a case by case. But not only, like we will be connecting the dots between all these winners, but also the established ecosystem within Hedera, but also beyond Hedera ecosystem. And that's our role, is to try to create this infrastructure so that each winner, not only the winners, like also those who make it to the finals, will have the opportunity to like build and find their first clients and find like become a real business. To do that, we are onboarding several partners, as I mentioned. I will not maybe go through the details of the partners because we did not announce most of them. They will be announced very soon. But let me just share one or two big wins that we are doing. Like now we are onboarding Orange Innovation Lab to host the hacking station within the continent. So they will be helping us in terms of providing the hacking station so that the teams can go and meet on site. They can find the needed like support in terms of mentorship, but also for those who are looking maybe for other profiles. I don't know, for someone who is technical or a team who is more technical and looking for a business profile, they can go and find this matching profiles so that their solution can rise. So Orange is playing a big role in here. They're also reaching out to all their communities as they are organizing different type of hackathons, incubation programs. So those in their database, basically, they will be joining the hackathon as well. We recently also had a huge win, like we are onboarding a North African venture capital that they are committing to invest $1 million, more than $1 million prize pool. So those who will make it to the final and they will get the needed investment. The UGFS, which is the North African venture capital, is matching the investment happening from the hackathon. So this is one of the things. We are now in discussion with legal partners as well, so they can provide the needed assistance for those startups to flourish, to see the light, and to become, to exist like legally. And many other like partnerships. I don't want to take more time than this. All I want to say that the hackathon is the beginning, and we are doing our best to make this a big success for the continent, for the communities, and for the people. And that's it. Thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Alex. I will pass the floor to Ismail.
What a strong finishing sentence, Jaffa. Thank you so much. This was very insightful. We also appreciate the role of Dar blockchain in operating this, and with its history of organizing and educating young innovators in Africa, we think that Dar blockchain will have a huge role in the success of this hackathon. So I will pass the word now to Lara. who is responsible for PR and media at the Hashgraph Association, to give us a brief overview of the PR work and the media partnerships that we have right now at the hackathon.
Hi, Smile. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I know everyone knows the effects, the strong effects that a good PR strategy and tactics helps with whatever a hackathon or any other event, and we've been putting a lot of effort into the PR work that's being done. So we had our first press release that was sent out to launch the hackathon, and it was well received internationally in the MENA region, in Africa, in the French speaking and the English speaking and Arabic speaking regions. We're currently onboarding media partners who will help us to generate attention to the hackathon, to the partners in the hackathon, to the investors that would possibly, be part of the hackathon, as well as the teams and the winning projects at the end of the hackathon. So if there is anybody here that's from a media entity that would like to participate with us, you can visit the website and apply, or you can get in touch with us through LinkedIn or direct email, so forth. So every time, so in the upcoming months, so from the month of July up until the end of mid-October, when we have big announcements, whether we're onboarding new partners such as the one that we have with Exponential Science or others, we'll be announcing them. If the price increases, we'll be announcing it. If we have really cool mentors and participants, we will have interviews for them in various media to get the word out. And hopefully by the end of the event, we would have garnered a lot of exposure, so that the hackathons that we have in the future will be even bigger, better, and greater. I think that's in a nutshell. If you're an influencer, if you're a media, we'd love to have you on board. If you know anybody that is, we'd love to have them on board. And we look forward to a very successful hackathon. Thank you.
Thanks, Lara. Thank you. And again, for all media partners, please visit our website and apply. We will review your application, and we will try to onboard as many media partners as we can to share the spotlight of the hackathon. Awesome. Right now, we will have Michael from the Hashgraph Online DAO to tell us more about the AI track and the collaboration with the hackathon.
Thanks, Ismail. It really stoked to be here. Number one, first and foremost, I think the Hedera Africa Hackathon is a huge opportunity for builders and community members to engage with Hedera and potentially earn from a suite of different prizes by engaging with that participation. From our perspective at Hashgraph Online, we're very interested in seeing Hedera be associated with the word AI. It's a really simple thing, really, just putting the word Hedera and AI together, but actually creating that cohesive ecosystem and encouraging it and developing it is quite a challenge, right? And we hope that through this hackathon, this is another mechanism where we can facilitate that. And as part of that, Hashgraph Online, as Ismail mentioned earlier, will be co-leading the AI track. And we think it's going to be a really exciting track where developers will have the opportunity to start playing around with some of the really great AI tooling that has been created over the last few months, which includes things like the new Hedera agent kit, as well as OpenConvey from Hashgraph Online and other standards this hackathon. I think that, if you look at where the world is heading over the next few years, and even within the last 6 months, how often have you been going to ChatGPT for all of your inquiries versus going on Google? Even when you do go on Google, you get AI generated results instantly, right? And the writing is on the wall here. And we talked about this a lot during the Hedera AI event that we ran a little bit a while ago that had over 500,000 views, as well as the hackathon. We're going to see a world that's quite clearly heading into the direction where instead of going to websites and applications, we're probably going to be talking to AI agents for everything that we do. And it's really exciting. And not just the idea of us going to AI agents, but maybe even seeding the idea that you might not be going to a computer at all. You might be talking through headphones. You might be doing financial transactions through an optical that we haven't even dreamed of yet. And these things are all possible, right? And they likely will happen, but the way that they happen will really depend on the next year or two in terms of the development of things like Hedera. Hedera is really exciting as a place for AI in general because number one, Hedera is governed by 32 plus leading organizations. You're talking leading organizations like Fortune 500 companies, right? So you have the governance of Hedera and there's a lot of trust behind that. And that trust is really important because we have questions today. How are AI models generated? Where is their training data coming from? Can we see it? And 9 times out of 10, you can't see it because it's behind closed doors. We don't know how it was trained. We don't know the biases behind AI. But we have this great thing on Hedera called the Hedera Consensus Service, where we can record training data and we can actually see where the biases were. And then we have the trust of all these organizations that can come and agree that that training data is viable. And without good training data at its core, without good processes, without trust, a lot of the risks that we see with AI become more and more apparent. We're at a critical moment and through the Hedera ecosystem where we can come out in front of this and create that level of trust before a walled garden comes in and takes that opportunity away from us. So I'm very excited from Hashgraph One's perspective to be a part of this hackathon and help accelerate those efforts and lead them from a place of trust. If you guys are signing up for the hackathon, I do recommend that you do it early as well, as things will start to accelerate very, very quickly. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or any member of our team, and also the incredible folks at the Hashgraph Association who will be available during the course of the hackathon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael. We're really excited to have the Hashgraph Online be a partner and a gold sponsor of the hackathon. We see Hedera as being the future of AI, and we really want to see more and more people explore the state-of-the-art technology that is being built on Hedera, especially on the AI front. And we will see that technology, and you will be educated and mentored on this technology if you participate in the hackathon and apply for the AI track. So thank you so much. We're looking forward to see how this collaboration goes. And now, before we go to the Q&A, I will give the floor to Talil from the DAR blockchain team to tell us more about the partners and logistics and the community activation programs. Floor is yours, Talil. In the meantime, while we get Talil on as a speaker, please do not forget to apply for the Dora Hacks for the Dora Hacks registration of the hackathon. You will find it in the comments on our last post on the Hedera Hacks channel. Also, you will find the link for the certification programs. They will be required for you to join the hackathon. I see HBAR Bull is also with us. Thank you, Brandon. We're really glad also to onboard to announce that we're onboarding HBAR Bull as a media partner. So really cool. If you want to say a few words before we give the word to Talil.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited about this. From when I first heard about the hackathon, talking about it with Jafar, it was clear that this hackathon was going to be a little bit different than what we've seen in the past. With the size of the prize pool here and the resources that they're putting behind it, it's more than just winning a prize. It's really trying to bring these products to market and establish successful businesses, and that's exactly what I think we're going to see come out of this. I think we're going to see a huge success. And then I've also been trying to get the teams in touch with other people that are working in this space. Michael Cantor here is a great example. We're getting DeFi experts, gaming experts, AI experts involved with this to make sure that we have the expertise to make sure these teams are successful. And just speaking about the opportunity that is there in Africa, of course, one of the Hedera council members is the Nairobi Securities Exchange. And the CEO at the Nairobi Securities Exchange, Frank Minwiti, wrote a great article that I posted above um, around what they're planning on doing around tokenization with their new Kenyan digital exchange, where they're pretty much going to be offering, everything from equities, stocks, bonds, ETFs, ETPs across the board. And they're doing that with some other partners within the Hedera ecosystem. So, the opportunities are really limitless, and things like this hackathon can really allow, proof of concepts and everything else to come to market, to allow those next steps to take place as well. So I appreciate being part of the entire initiative, and I appreciate coming up today.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Thank you so much, Brandon. We're really excited to have you as a media partner and to see more and more of your content around the hackathon and the Hedera technology. So yeah, very cool. Please check the article. I read it a few days ago, and it's so cool. And it really conveys where we are right now in terms of bringing this technology and bringing this as an economical power horse for the African continent.
Yeah.
So, Khalil, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, and sorry for what happened.
I think we lost Talal.
Yeah, I think we lost him again.
Yeah.
Same issue. I guess now it's
Yeah,
working.
now you're good. Now
I
you're
hope
good. We
so.
can hear you.
Well, finally. So the idea that we are willing to work on and that we are implementing with all the African communities is to include them in the entire process of the program by hosting local hacking stations and local events in different cities and countries across Africa. This will give the hackathon to the virtual space that we have now, and also being present physically around the African continent. So we are planning now over 20 local hacking station and events, and also some small hackathons that will take place that started the last couple of weeks, and that will take place during the next month and during the hackathon. So the goal is to make sure that all the Web3 communities, all the communities interested in Hedera ecosystem, we are looking for them to be with us, to work with us, and to host local events within their communities. So this is objective is going to be like the training program that would start by the beginning of the next month, like starting from the next Friday. And it's going to be a preparation training for the entire community and for the individuals willing to upskill their knowledge in Hedera ecosystem in Web3 overall, and to work closer in their tracks that in where they are willing to develop their solution. So I invite you all, if you are community leaders willing to join us in this initiative, to fill out a form that I will share it in the comment section, and also to share the word about the training session that will take place starting from the next week by subscribing on Dora Hacks, and as well by joining us on Discord and on Telegram. So thank you, Ismail.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Taleb. Thank
everyone.
you. That was very insightful. And I encourage all communities within the African ecosystem to please contact us because we will be honored to sponsor your events, to help with your community programs, to offer any type of support, whether it's mentoring, whether it's hackathon prize pools. So we're organizing a lot of local hackathons as a warm up. And so we'd love to have you on board of those. So please reach out in any way or fill the form in the comments. So that is it from my side. We are now really looking forward to your questions. So if you have any question, either request to speak or feel free to open your mic if you're already a speaker. Torch, you're on. You can, I guess, all good.
All right. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate. Yeah, this is basically an opportunity that I and my community have been willing that one day there will be an opportunity to, support Hedera here in Africa. Yeah, because basically I'm on a journey to, make Hedera a standout ecosystem in my vicinity and beyond. And my team and I have some things planned out, which are like, uh, in real life events in Africa, which we believe Africa youth campuses are fertile grounds for Web3 adoption. So we plan to introduce Hedera to Africa through campuses, through universities to promote Hedera ecosystem, right? And we are prepared and set to start getting everything rolled out. And we are happy on the gesture we're getting from stakeholders on Hedera. And we've been trying to reach out to investors, builders, and sponsors. And I must say that we are happy for the little support that we've been getting so far, and we look forward to more. And I appreciate this opportunity, this hackathon opportunity, in which will definitely help us. It's really gonna be helpful to get, to educate people here in Africa, here in Nigerian campuses, to educate people about Hedera and to onboard students, to onboard youth into the Hedera ecosystem. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, and we'd really love to reach out to your community and see what we can work on together. That is our goal is to get more people and more communities on board and on the Hedera technology and use it as the engine to power all future of technology and innovation in Africa. So thank you so much. Is everyone we'll open the floor again for questions if anyone has any requests. So Ibrahim, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jam everyone. I'm very much happy to be here, and this is a very wonderful opportunity for all Africans, more especially here in Nigeria, um, for hosting this Hedera hackathon. And I have like two questions. The first question is, there is one community we have discussed about this community partnership with them. I already finalized my community partnership. So there's other community I'm inviting for this partnership. So we have discussed with them. They already filled the form for the community partner, but they have a very large number of members. They are very active, and they are asking whether they can still apply for the media partner because they are also engaged in that activities. So I don't know whether if they can apply for the community partner and also apply for the media partner. And also the second question is, I don't know whether if there is any specific number of people, number of participants that we can be allowed to for the local hackathon, because we have access to many communities and universities here. And like we have already started discussing with Sir 𝐶𝐞𝐫𝐚 about we already have an initiative that we are guiding and mentoring so many people into Wave 2 and Wave 3 development, cybersecurity, and also so we have a very large number of community members that they are interested in the participating more especially in this local hackathon. So I don't know if there is any specific number that we can be allowed to for the local hackathon. Thank you very much.
Excellent question. Excellent question, Ibrahim. So no, the short answer is no, there is no limit on the number of participants that are onboarded in your local hackathon. We just have to confirm that they are on the certification program. And so that's the only criterion for us to onboard them. But the more the merrier. We'd love to see more and more partners and communities and more participants from your local communities and all communities in Africa participate in local hackathons within this bigger hackathon or in any other events, meetups, or info sessions within the hackathon. So please bring them all on board. We'd be happy to host them and to participate in supporting your local hackathon. Winzy, if I pronounce that right, the floor is yours.
All right. GM, everybody. GM to you. Wendy, like you pronounced it rightly, content creator. So on behalf of the Touch community, I actually saw his notification. Then I hopped on his space. He's much bullish on the Hedera. So I was like, let me know what's up, what you guys are building. And definitely, I'm not going to lie, I love what I checked and what I'm seeing. So I'm just here to, give him my support and make sure he gets what he wants. So, but the question I wanted to ask, someone already asked it, the last speaker, and you guys answered it, that there's no limit to participation. So I'm really glad to, come on board the Hedera Hacks. So, Touch, thank you so much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Awesome. Thank you, Wendy. So again, we'd love to have you on board. There's no limit to the number of participants. And please, we'd love to welcome you, the Torch community, and everyone within the African ecosystem to the hackathon. So if there's any way we can help, please reach out to our DMs or fill any of the forms, whether as a media partner or as a community partner. There's Jamie and Blockchain Oracle. I wasn't able to add you because of an error on X. So please, if you can, you drop your question in the comments, and we'll make sure to answer it. If anyone else has any questions, the floor is open. We still have 7 more minutes.
I don't know whether my second question is not been answered about the media partner. I've already invited like 2 to 3 media partner. They've already applied, but there is one that they apply for the community partner and they have that they are also into they have the functionality of being the media partner. So they are asking me whether they can apply for both the community partner and the media partner.
Yes, they can. Yes, of course. They can apply both as a community partner and a media partner. For community partners, we'll be onboarding more and more of the communities. We'll try to onboard as many communities as we can. For the media partners, the process is a bit more selective because we have a lot of applications. So yeah, but we'll make sure to review their application. If there's a good fit, we'll onboard them. If there's no more questions, thank you everyone for joining. Thanks Alex, Laura, Michael, Jafar, and Talal for speaking and for your additions. Thanks for everyone in the community for your questions. Again, this is not the only info session. So Ibrahim, do you have anything more to say? I think not. So thank you so much everyone for joining. This has been very insightful. Our DMs are always open to questions. Feel free to reach out in any way, and we'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. So again, thanks everyone. This has been really great, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Bye bye.